Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandpa. Who's here?
Come on in. Look who's here. Hello, Walter.
Look who's here. Come on in.
Come on. Been waiting for a number of years to get you here. Gosh, it's been since October of 1978. So maybe this is a way for you to share with us a Saturday afternoon in Livonia. So come on in.
Hi.
You should recognize these people.
Give her a hug, Erin. This is a long time since you've seen Erin.
This
she
is
turned
Erin.
7 this summer.
And look, she's lost a tooth and just about ready to lose her second front tooth. And Ryan's
like a dental
probably grown
report.
about 6 inches
Okay.
since you saw him last.
I think the last time we were there, Jeff was just about this size. Look
Yep.
at the camera.
So why don't you come into the living room and we'll sit down and visit for a minute.
Step up the steps so we can close the door. Okay, cut.
It's been a terrific afternoon. We've had a real sunny day today, and it's in the mid-70s outside. We spent all morning working out in the yard, getting everything straightened up. We're really happy to see you and happy that you can spend some time with us this afternoon.
This is our living room, and this last winter at Christmas time we repainted in here, and the next project is to put slip covers on the couch and the big chair over here in the corner that are starting to show their wear a little bit. And we papered in the dining room. The curtains that were in here before were so dark that the whole room just seemed to close in kind of. So we got these light, airy ones and feel like everything is so much more open and attractive now that you can see. Kind of get a glimpse of the backyard, which is our old swing set out there. Maybe we won't spend too much time on it. Let me have you look over here in this corner at the children's silhouettes. Erin's missing from this group, and but we had those done one year when we went to Niagara Falls, and you can see how the children have changed. This is Shauna, who Suzanne resembles quite a bit now, and here's Jeff and Ryan, who seem to have pretty much the same silhouettes. And there's that picture. I think we sent you one of those when we just had the 5, when Melanie was the baby.
And then we built your.
Of course, we should get one of Erin, but we haven't been to Niagara Falls since to do this. Okay, I want you to see a close-up of my pretty wallpaper here that we hunted all over the Detroit area to finally find. And of course, you never know what a wallpaper is going to look like till you start hanging it, and then you find how your walls are crooked. And but I think it turned out real attractive. My friend Phyllis, who's taping this for us today, is the one that helped me in here. And this, our wreath over here on the wall, we have a craft show here every year, and I picked that up at the craft show, and it's all out of dried weeds and dried flowers. I think it's kind of pretty. Okay, I think we'll move on into the kitchen. You remember the place in Taylor had a lot bigger kitchen area, but it serves the purpose anyway. And this is my chicken kitchen. I'm collecting chickens, and you'll see I have quite a kind of get the country look a little in here. We've got our tomatoes from our garden and peaches and pears all coming on really nicely now. Eventually, we're going to do something a little less dark wood, but I've kind of come to like the blue countertop. I didn't like it so much when we first moved in as I do now. Jeff, of course, spends a lot of time in this room. He fancies himself quite the gourmet, and he has burned up several of the pans in his efforts to perfect his cooking techniques. When he's not in here cooking, he's in here eating anyway, so this is about his favorite room in the house. Before we go to the family room, though, I need to show you the other area where I spend a lot of my time. This is where I spend the bulk of my time with my good friends Mr. Washer and Mrs. Dryer. But to make my time go faster, I'm decorating in my own style here. Besides my bottle of Tide and my box of Snuggles, I also have my good friend Don Johnson to keep me company and make the hours go so much faster. Shauna brought me this. Remember the Thanksgiving she went to San Diego? This is what she picked up for me to add to my chickens. I think it's really funny. It says a lot in a few words there.
Hello. Well, I'm looking at the news today. One of the interesting things that's taking place in Detroit this weekend is the Detroit Jazz Festival. They have musicians coming in from throughout the country and also from Switzerland and Europe for a special jazz festival the next 3 or 4 days. While we've lived here almost 21 years, we've never really gotten down to attend the festival. We're thinking that might be fun, maybe to go down Monday and take in some of the free concerts on Monday. We're also noticing that Ford and General Motors have really dropped their interest rates on financing new cars. And it's something down around about 2.9%, which is the lowest it's ever been. It looks like Ford and General Motors are both willing to lose a little money on financing to move their cars. Anybody interested in the family and getting a new car this next year, you have to get your orders in right away. If you need to talk to us about it, we'd be interested in trying to provide some help if you'd like us to work with you on it.
Well, I'm Slippery Paul, the used car salesman. He would go on into the family room.
I thought I was a salesman.
Salesman, right?
Mom, how are we gonna go?
Jeff's at work while we're doing this filming today, and Shauna is off buying a stereo for her car. Susie's going to be back in just a little bit. This is a family room where we spend most of our time, and we just redid this about 2 or 3 years ago. The flowers go really well in here. It's not because I have any talent, but they just do really, really well. Oh, I remember. Okay. Okay, you've got duplicates of almost all of these pictures. We think it's kind of fun to keep a chronology of the children as they're growing older, and of course this Christmas we'll have Jeff's senior picture to add to it, and Ryan's eagle picture will both be on the wall before very long. We want to have a nice family portrait taken again within this year. The children have changed so much since the last one.
Come on upstairs and we'll show you Ryan's bedroom. He's got a fish tank he'd like to show you. We're going to take a look at Ryan's room. Ryan is, at least for the last 24 to 48 hours, has cleaned his room up. So let's go take a look at...
Except for that, get that chair. Have you stopped?
Okay. These are all my trophies. This right here, this is from my baseball. That is 1985. This one over here is 1984, my first year. This is when I was in Weeblos. Okay. These I got in Scouts. And I should be getting my Eagle pretty soon, so I'll have that up there. And these are my science fairs. I got first place both years. Okay. And over here, let's see. I got my aquarium, which all my fish died. So I gotta get some more fish. And this is my Arnold Schwarzenegger corner. This is the movies he's been in. In a few weeks I should be looking just like him. So, as soon as I get my weight bench. And I got this at Cedar Point. Didn't win anything, I just bought it. Okay, that's good. They're asleep. Oh. That's my Rocky Balboa. Sylvester Stallone. Okay.
Come on into our room. Me and Mel in the share room. Hi. We do a lot of reading.
Mom! Here's Susie.
Hi, Grandma and Grandpa. I'm gonna play you a song that I learned in my summer orchestra class. I play the viola. It's called Rigadoon.
might be interested to see our backyard. This is where we spend a lot of time. When we moved in about 8 years ago, this fence was not here at the time. You could just literally come out of the family room and take a big jump and jump right into the pool. One of the first things we did was to put in this chain link fence around the pool, which keeps stray dogs and cats and sometimes kids out. Although anyone who really is up to it could jump the fence and get into the pool. 8 years ago we put in some dwarf trees.
We've got an apple.
This is our apple right here. We didn't spray it this spring, so what we ended up doing is harvesting most of the fruit last weekend and discarding it. If I get ambitious, I'll spray it regularly next spring and summer and use the fruit.
It's up there. Mom,
We've had really cold weather and the pool water is just freezing. The kids are doing this, but if they turn blue in the process and you're watching them, you'll know why. The water, we don't keep the heater hooked up because it costs so much. So the water is just the temperature of the outdoors.
I'm the lifeguard. Help, son. Ready? Okay. Okay.
Yikes! Yikes!
It's amazing. It's 45 degrees.
Okay, here's Erin. She's waterborne now. She bought this little boat with the money you sent her for her birthday.
Oh.
No, Mom, he's gonna push me in. I can tell. Better hold on to me.
One more dive.
Okay.
I gotta get him, Mom.
Grace, she's a little camera shy, but right now she doesn't have either a mouse or a bird in her mouth, so we'll let you see her.
Let her off the hook.
She brings her catches to see us quite often, and they're still in a state of half alive. Here comes our own Ryan Luganis from the Olympic team.
One more swan dive.
One more swan dive. I'd give that about a 2.2.
Just a word to the wise, don't try this at home.
It's freezing.
Wait, I'll walk on my hand. One more time.
Show you our pumpkin.
Everybody needs a brother.
Don't laugh.
Is it cold?
Yes.
Here. Oh, back to the pumpkins before we...
I was going to show you the pumpkin, but
Oh, yes, I
anyway, we have a pumpkin patch in our backyard. And this is our first pumpkin. We have two, in fact.
Hey, come here a minute. The pumpkins are volunteers from our neighbor's garden. They came through the fence, and up here we've got these two nice pumpkins.
Last year we had green beans.
Erin has started another apple because Daddy finished the first one.
And I am freezing. I just started soccer.
Shh. Oh, we got power enough? Okay, this is a baby bottle brush. The green plants. They're also called an asparagus something or other. And they turn a bright red in the fall. They change. They look like they're burning almost. Tree. We have no partridges currently, but You can see how well Ryan picks. The pear tree's done really well, and it really blossoms so pretty in the spring. You can come around and see our tomatoes and my pretty asters.
Here, we have one right, Mother.
We do have some that. Having a look at Jeff's room here.
Very messy.
We take you down to his room, but it's been condemned.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Bat Cave.
I see you've been entertained by my brother. I've taught him well. Where I live. Scientists will not permit you to come down to the lower half of this basement because of fungi and other things that live down here, namely me. Careful. This is where I'm fortunate enough to work and where I spend most of my summer. I see today we have barbizon here. They're very big tippers. I make about $6 an hour here, and I like it a lot. I make good money, and it's a wonderful place. Just great. This is a convention center. This is specifically where I work in this end. I'm what they call a banquet porter. I set up the banquets and set up conferences for businesses. My dad used to teach here. That's mainly how I got my job. If you look over there, you can see how Livonia's growing. That's supposed to, that building out in the horizon is supposed to get up to 9 stories when they're done. And across the street is our competition, the Quality Inn. They're not all that hot, but there's another place I worked, Bill Knapp's, last summer, the white building. I washed dishes. I'll never do that again, for sure. Maybe I can coax my wonderful brother into doing that. And as you turn around, you see the Jello cube.
What are you getting, Dad?
You want me to say something? Okay, we're now approaching Schoolcraft College, which has grown tremendously in the last 5 years or so. This is provided to students in this area, providing a 2-year associate's degree. A lot of kids take advantage of coming over here and then transferring to the University of Michigan, Michigan State. Drive is all within about 2 miles of where we live. We're driving north, and on the left is a new shopping center, Myers Thrifty Acres. You can just about get anything from groceries to hardware items, and a bank and a McDonald's. They seem to be everywhere around here. And also the location where Shauna's been working this summer, the Novi Hilton. Not too many years ago, this was all just pasture land. So it kind of gives you an idea of the growth in this northwest part of Livonia.
This is the Hilton Hotel. Here. On the side, if you're looking straight at the countryside here, I used to work in the cafe. It's real neat at night because everything lights up, and those red letters light up, and then you get the valet parking sign lit up. It's really nice. We have a beautiful lake in front of us here.
Get a picture of the
Jam,
chainsaw next
jam
to
the
this
beautiful
guy.
lake. The beautiful lake.
Get a picture of the extra.
Beautiful.
Baby ducks to the right.
Church, and maybe in the background you can see a little bit of Greenmead. It's a historical site, kind of like Greenfield Village, but closer to us.
Jeff, don't look like you're gonna eat us.
We'd like our mother to plant these flowers behind us because she loves them so much.
If you look real
Wait a
close,
minute,
you
this
can
is a
see
photograph.
Dad's climbing the tree somewhere. We couldn't
This is a
find him.
photograph. You're supposed to
Whoa.
stay still.
Paul, come down here.
He's up there
Grandma,
somewhere.
don't worry.
Dad,
He
don't
does it
be a
all the
monkey.
time.
If you look
Didn't
down
do
here by
anything
our
to ask
tree-
for this abuse.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Now do your cartwheel. Here's Melanie and Aaron on their first day of school, September 1986. All new outfit. Just walk regular there, Melanie. We have stirrup pants on Melanie here. And Aaron, the blouse Aaron picked out herself. We're on our way now down to the Taylor School. Wait for Melanie.
On the other side
Walking around now. Wait. Here's Melanie and her friends, ready for the first day at 4th grade. Unsolicited testimonials now. Thank you. This is Aaron and our
service
little
quiet?
neighbor, I2 Pham. I think we wrote and told you about our new Vietnamese neighbors.